Hey guys, it's Freddie D here from Adjustable Speed Figures, and today I wanted to go through and show you folks how we're gonna look up the numbers of the winners and then calculate the beaten lengths, and then we'll kind of go over how we're gonna handicap the race. All right, so today is Thursday, June 2nd, 2022. We are looking at Belmont Park. Belmont is part of NYRA. NYRA consists of Aqueduct, Belmont, and Saratoga. So if you're familiar with New York racing, you probably already know that. But for those who don't, I wanted to just bring that out. Okay, so in the seventh race here at Belmont, the number one has been scratched. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to do a couple horses, and then we're going to pause it, and then we're going to go back and look at the entire race. All right? So if I had a chance, okay, it is so easy to do. It seems complicated, but I'm telling you, it is really simple. All right, so we look at if I had a chance. His last race was April 8th in the 8th at Aqueduct. So now, as I said, we spread out our sheets. We go over to April 8th. We go over to the 8th race. We see the winner of that race ran 11. So I'm just going to write down 11. Okay? Now, let's just repeat the process. March 13th. 7th at Aqueduct, also a NYRA track. So March 13th, 7th, that's an 8 plus the winner ran. So we're going to write down 8 plus. And lastly, let's go to February 18th, 7th race. We go right over here. February 18th and 7th was a 9. So we're going to write 9 here. And I just separated just so they don't go on top of each other. All right, let's go over to a bit of Irish Sass. This horse last ran on May 5th and the 8th at Belmont. So we go over here at May 5th and the 8th. Now, this was an extremely fast race. The winner ran a 3 plus. Remember, 0 is about the fastest that hits our scale. So 3 plus, and you'll notice that my brother, who does New York, put down a T, which stands for time and a question mark. And it's not that the number might be suspect. He's just saying that he's telling you that race was extremely fast. And, just so you're aware of it, okay? Most times we never change it. It's usually is the numbers, right? It just gets our attention when it's very fast. Okay, now let's go over April 8th and the 8th. Well, now this horse came out of the same race, so we can just kind of skip the step if we see it, and we know that's an 11 because we already looked it up. Okay, the third race back, February 27th and the 8th. Let's go over to February 27th. 8th race is a 10. So write down 10. Okay? All right, now let's look up the beaten lengths. We're going to go do this to the whole card, but for now, I'm just going to show you how we do the beaten lengths on these two horses, okay? So, as you can see, what I do is I get a highlighter, and I highlight 6 furlongs in a mile because those are the most common distances. And it makes the thing go a little bit quicker. Okay, so let's go over here. Now we've already got the numbers down, so we just got to look at the distance, okay, of the last 2 races. So this race was run at a mile, and the horse was beaten 7 1/4 lengths. I round down and I round up. So I'm just going to take 7 lengths, go over to the 7 over here, go over to a mile, as you can see highlighted. It's a 4, so this horse ran a 15. Now in this race, it was also a mile, 4.5. We go to 4.5 over to a mile, that's 2.5 points. This makes this horse an 11, 2 back. Okay, and then here we got 6.5 at a mile. Interesting how they all happen to be a mile on this one. This is 4, 9 plus 4 is 13. Okay, so this horse's last 3 races were 15, 11, and 13. From my old sheet days, the faster numbers always get shaded over to the left. That's why I tend to do them this way, and it shows you the patterns. Makes it a little easier to do the patterns. Okay, next race. This horse ran a mile and a 16th. 30 lengths he was beat. Now, the scale obviously only goes up to 15. But all you do is you double it, okay? So we're going a mile and 16th. As you remember, I think I told you in the instructions, at a mile and 16th, you just cut the lengths in half. You can look them up, but you just cut them in half. So we're going to take 15, all right? It's going to be 15 lengths. And 15 lengths, well, I'm sorry, it's going to be 15. We got to double it. So that's going to be 15 plus 3.5. So that's an 18.5. All right? Hopefully I didn't confuse anybody on that. Here we go at the next race. It was 1.5 miles, a half a length back, so it's really 11 pretty much. You can give it 11 and a quarter or something, but it doesn't matter. The next one, we got 9 lengths beat at 6.5 furlongs. So we go to 9, 6.5. Right after the 6 is 6.5. So at 6.75, I just make that a 7. I round up. So that's a 17. Okay, so that's basically how easy it is to look up